So as Gemalto, we are providing the TSM, Trusted Service Manager services to all the mobile network operators and the banks in the different regions in the world. So we are providing our services which are very secured and will allow consumers to make secure payments using the NFC terminals in the shops. I think NFC is already a mainstream, in some in some countries in Asia, like Japan or South Korea. So this is where basically, contactless payment on mobile phone has started. Obviously, we see the North America region, especially the US, moving very fast. There have been a lot of initiatives locally, with Google, but also with ISIS, this joint venture among various mobile network operators there to provide NFC wallet services. So in Europe, the market is a bit more fragmented because we have a lot of different countries with a lot of local specificities. But basically, there is a lot of things happening also in Europe, especially like in Poland, in France, in the UK, and also like in Turkey. So we can say that the market is dynamic, in Asia, in North America, and Western Europe. First of all, security is the DNA of Gemalto. Huh? We actually, we breathe security. So as Gemalto, we are providing different elements, in this NFC or this NFC payment value chain. So we are providing the wallet, so on the phone. We are providing the application, which are on the secure element. We are providing the secure element itself and the TSM, so the platform for downloading and managing secure applications, in mobile NFC handsets. And basically, security is end-to-end. So as Gemalto, we are considering security, from server to client. Therefore, we have data centers which are certified by Visa, MasterCard. We have applications, certified by the banking institutions, and we are using, global platform as the industry, security standard. For example, in the consumer experience, when performing payment, like the PIN to pay or to unlock the wallet is stored locally into the secure element, and the secure element is actually very robust against any external attack. Yeah, that's the balance, the right balance to find between security and convenience, and actually that's the value that Gemalto can bring. So NFC is as simple as presenting the handset on the POS, but obviously before consumer can do that, they have to enroll to the service. And the enrollment phase is basically one of the most crucial phases to make sure that the adoption is there. And we are actually working very hard to make this enrollment process as simple as possible. WIMA is just started, it's day one, but it sounds very promising event, again in Europe. So it's growing year after year, and that's clearly the event to meet with our peers, discussing with all the different NFC stakeholders on the trends, on what are the new services that will be deployed in the future, meet with startups and fish for new ideas. So in that sense, it's pretty exciting. So Gemalto today is not, let's say, sponsor of the WIMA USA, but we might consider, sponsoring WIMA USA, if it makes sense, for us, but we haven't made our choice yet. Okay, so a few words on the demo that Gemalto is showing today in WIMA. So we have an NFC handset with NFC UICC or SIM cards in there, which provide all the level of security required, to do mobile payment. So we have also here we have a mobile wallet, which is a kind of application where you can virtualize all the cards, physical cards that you have in your wallet, into your phones. So here you can see that I have payment cards, loyalty cards, or I can also have my transport cards or whatever, into this wallet. So if I go in the payment cards category, I've got two payment cards, one which is MasterCard and one which is Visa. So as you can see here, this is my MasterCard application which is active. So now what I'm gonna show is basically that I can pay using this device, in a shop. So without having to launch any application on the phone, so I go to the shop. I want to buy a newspaper for €2. So as a merchant, I basically insert the value into the terminal, and as a consumer, the only thing I have to do is to present my phone on the POS, and as you can see here, the transaction is actually approved. This is my receipt, and the receipt for the merchant. So NFC is as simple as waving the phone on the terminal. Now, basically, where is the PIN? Because for a certain value, the consumer will require, to answer the PIN to avoid, let's say, to avoid any security issues. So in this demo, we have set a threshold of at €20, and for any transaction above €20, you need to answer the PIN on the phone. So let's say I want to buy a book for €22. Same experience. I present the phone on the terminal, and there is a screen popping up and asking me, to answer the PIN code. So I answered, by bank PIN code, and now I've got 1 minute, to present my phone again on the terminal. And as you can see, payment is accepted, at €22.